Got out of college, man. I went to Pamplona. I saw the running of the bulls. I was down by the gate. Those dudes walking back and forth. Bulls just walking back and forth, just waiting. They shoot off a rocket. They open a gate, and these bulls come out, and the first thing they see, rah! The first thing they see, man, they go to gore. So let's come out of this tunnel today fast and furious, all right? Bomber attack, whoever's up, let's go. All right? It's our day. Impose our will. Let's go have some fun.
Touchdown! The Wildcats win!
Northwestern needs a touchdown slant. They've got it! They've got it!
Hi again, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Pat Fitzgerald Show. I'm Dave Ennett. The Northwestern Wildcats faced another top 20 showdown this past weekend as they welcomed the Iowa Hawkeyes to Ryan Field for homecoming in Evanston. Let's take a look at the highlights. Our Grossinger Auto Group first half highlights. A beautiful sunny day, 43 degrees, although it feels a little cooler than that, 37. Sunny skies as the Wildcats welcome in the Iowa Hawkeyes. Shotgun snap to Beathard, rushes on, Beathard steps up, lets it fly, well over the head of the closest receiver, Tavon Smith. Cats go empty, and now Jackson motions into the backfield here on 3rd and 8 from their own 15-yard line. Snap to Clayton Thorson. Thorson throws the left flat. It's intercepted, and it's Desmond King. And King.
From a standpoint of our start, I thought the guys were ready to go, and a couple self-inflicted wounds defensively, give them an opportunity then to pin us back in. And it's got to be an us or nobody throw. They're a two-man, play behind type of defense on 3rd down, and just not a good throw. But our defense was able to go out and get a stop and hold them to 3 points. And not the way we wanted to start, but a great response by our defense.
2-0 score, first quarter, snap to Beathard. Beathard rushes on. Beathard scrambling out of the pocket, running towards the far side, down to the 20, tiptoes out. Try to put Iowa on top. High snap, the placement kick on the way, lots of distance. The kick is good, and Iowa grabs the early lead. 2 receivers right. And Beathard will give Wadley left side, turns the corner, 35-30. Nobody between him and the goal line, 10-5, touchdown. Touchdown Iowa on the first play of the second quarter, 36 yards.
Just go down and crack our safety. We don't replace, we miss a tackle. And, that's what you get when you play Iowa. They're going to make all 11 of your guys have to fit right and make tackles. And, Saturday was probably our worst tackling performance of the year. Got a hungry team. We just we got to settle them down a little bit and get back to playing our style.
The snap to Beathard. A blitz coming up the middle, and Beathard is sacked. Sacked by Max Chapman.
A nice little TE stunt where Max and Deontay do a little twist game, and Max ends up getting a sack and a big play and a good series by our defense.
Beathard takes, gives Wadley, left side, takes it to the 5 to the end zone, touchdown. Back 2nd down and 10. This time they'll hand it off. Jackson running left, finds some room, 30, 35, and out to the 38, and he's got a first down.
Probably a byproduct of the first quarter, trying to have some balance. We're finally able to get some things going, finishing blocks. And the 12-play drive against that defense is a great drive.
Trail 16-0, 6:24 to go in the half. Snap to Thorson. Looks to throw on 3rd down. Throws to the end zone. Touchdown! Christian Jones, middle of the end zone. Wide open.
We made some plays, and that's what it comes down to. I watched football on Saturday night, the 11 o'clock kickoff, and you're seeing guys all over the place. It's not as much schematic as it is guys making plays and living in the moment. And, as the games get bigger and bigger as the season goes along, that's going to be important that we get the ball in the right guy's hands and we make plays.
Wadley, the running back, first down Iowa from their own 17-yard line. And Beathard, play fake. Beathard is going deep down the seam, and it's intercepted. Travion Henry at the 45, back the other way. Henry to the 35, cuts left, still on his feet, 30, and down to the 25-yard line. He took it away from the receiver.
Yeah, great play. They ran a crack and go, and we're in a single safety defense, and great play by him, and pretty good. Might have been our longest yard after a catch of the day, from a defensive guy. So big play and really got us momentum.
Takes, toss, Jackson running right. Jackson tries to cut it up, nowhere to go. Here's the snap, placement, kick by Mitchell, up and good. So the Wildcats have hit the Hawkeyes with 10 straight.
You know, I liked our calls. We just didn't execute. We missed blocks at the point of attack, which when you do that, you don't get in the end zone. And
4-yard try. Here's the snap. Here is the kick, and over end to the uprights. And so the Hawkeyes come up empty to end the half, and it's a 6-point game.
To get back into the game and going in halftime down 1 score, you know, gave us a chance to be in the football game, and now needed to go out and, you know, play better in the second half. And that's what we had talked about, getting the opening kickoff, get us started the right way, and put a drive together.
Still to come on the Pat Fitzgerald Show, we'll take a look back at Saturday's second half and hear from the players. And later, as the Cats gear up to hit the road, we'll take a look at the behind-the-scenes work to get them there. Stay with us. Game is tied at 67. Cats will hold for the final shot, try to win it. We're down to 9, down to 8. Depps with 7, with 6, with 5. Depps stops, puts up a jumper. Good! That's the ball game. The Wildcats win. The Wildcats win. An unbelievable game.
It's time to play Head to Head, brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. This week, we want to know how many princesses can you name in 15 seconds. Travion Henry against Justin Jackson, the sophomore running backs up first.
Cinderella, Snow White, Tinkerbell, Rapunzel, Frozen girl. Oh, I don't know her name.
Sorry, Justin, the judges say no. Let's see if Travion can beat 4.
We have Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty. What was Beauty and the Beast? What's her name? Can we go with her? We'll go with her.
Oh man, a low-scoring battle this week. Justin pulls out the 4-3 win. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on Head to Head.
Welcome back to the Pat Fitzgerald Show. The Wildcats trail the Iowa Hawkeyes 16-10 at halftime on Saturday. Let's get right to the second half action. Here are your Discover Card second half highlights. Down on the field, the 1995 Big Ten Championship team, which went to Pasadena, being honored, along with their coach, Gary Barnett, who is the honorary captain for this game today, 20 years ago. There is the run-up, and the second half underway. This will be returnable for Bolt from the 2. Back to the 5-10. Finds a crease, hurdles a man to the 25-30, 35, and out to the 37-yard line. He went airborne. Maurice Fleming takes him down, and that gives the Cats bench a big boost to start the second half. 3rd and 2 from their own 44. There's the snap to Thorson, throwing over the middle, short, complete. The catch made by Mike McHugh. Karen in motion right to left. To give Wadley, hit behind the line, and he can't get away. Drew Smith knifes in and takes him down for a loss on the play. I formation. Beathard gives Wadley through the left side, touchdown. His 3rd touchdown today. 2 backs, and now a fumble. Thorson fumbles the ball, and Iowa's got it.
Yeah, I mean, when it went, that was pretty much the backbreaker when you're playing a team like Iowa that's going to spend a lot of time in the huddle, really control clock. 1 score, great. Hey, 2 scores were all right, but that fumble, really was a huge self-inflicted wound that really cost us. Iowa gets 13 points off of turnovers. That's a difference maker in the game.
Snap to Thorson, rushes on. Thorson scrambling left, running, heading towards the first down marker. Gets there and tiptoes out of bounds up at the 39-yard line and picks up 15 yards on the scramble. Thorson looking down the middle, and a sliding catch. Jelani Roberts, the freshman.
Iowa, it's not like you can have some balance. They're gonna take 6 minutes off the clock, just on if they get one first down based on being in the huddle as long as they are. So we really felt like we needed to get into a 2-minute mode. That's why we decided to go with Zach, and did a couple of good things, but obviously not enough for us to be successful.
Be the final snap of the game. Handoff, Kulik, the fullback. Stacked up, did not get the first down. That's going to be it as the two teams head across the field. The two longest tenured coaches in the Big Ten, Kirk Ferentz and Pat Fitzgerald, exchange a few words at midfield.
Anytime you're not successful, I mean, you get frustration, but frustration's got to be flipped over to motivation. You know, feeling sorry for yourself or being upset is a negative. And if you can find a way to use it as a positive from a standpoint of, here's the areas that we're not doing things well, here's how we fix it as we get ready to go on the road to play a very hot Nebraska team that played very well against Minnesota and in one of those special environments in college football.
And you take a look here at the final numbers. Clayton Thorson with 125 passing yards and the touchdown to Christian Jones. Mike McHugh ends as the leading receiver in the game with 43 yards. While on the defensive side of the ball, Trevion Henry was a bright spot, making his second career interception to set up a field goal in the second quarter. Time now to go inside the locker room after the game. This is your Northwestern Medicine Inside Look.
And today we just had way too many self-inflicted wounds, and I'm not trying to discredit Iowa. They took it to us. Couldn't stop the run. They hit our quarterback a bunch. We turned it over. We did all the things that you do when you beat yourself, but they also had a lot to say about it and a lot to do about it. So we got to figure out, man. Got to figure out what we want to be and what we want to do. We still got a ton of goals in front of us, okay? A ton of goals in front of us, but the most important goal is this. You got to look yourself in the mirror today and ask yourself why. Why did I play this way? Why did I not execute? And you got to communicate with us so we can help you. You got to communicate so we can help you get better. And if we choose to do that and stick together, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. But tough times don't last. Tough guys do. And we can't do this. You can't separate. So you're going to feel sorry for yourself. You better get over it. You better get over it. We got a big game next week on the road. We're going to come back to work.
It starts, as soon as we step out of the room, we all go back, we watch what we did wrong, we go back and we let ourselves. And, week in, week out, we got to find a way to fix it, and that's catching the ball every week, even when we're off. And it's personal. It's a pride thing. Nobody wants any drop passes, and you got to take each one like you just dropped 5. And we didn't do very well. I didn't do very well at all, honestly. And we have to change our mindset. I have to change my mindset.
It's been very disappointing, our performances the past 2 weeks, and we know we can do better. And we got to look at ourselves in the mirror tonight and ask ourselves, are we the team that beat Stanford and Minnesota, or the team that came out and performed today? So I think this game will bring a lot of reflection these next few days, and we got to come back and work Monday.
Still to come, taking an entire football team on the road is no easy task. Up next, we'll take you behind the scenes as the Northwestern Equipment Operations staff gets ready for a road trip. Welcome back, everybody. When Northwestern football travels away from Evanston, it's not just the players and the uniforms that need to get there. It's the rain gear, the Gatorade, the cooling fans for the sidelines, even the kicking tee. And there's an entire team of staff from Equipment Operations working to ensure the team has everything it needs when on the road. When the Cats played at Michigan earlier this month, we went along to watch this impressive team in action.
We're basically the team behind the team. We are not seen, and we're doing a good job if you do not notice us. So when the team arrives, everything's set up, there's no issues, we've done our job. Well, it immediately starts right after the previous week's game, Saturday, getting everything ready, and then Sunday, packing for Michigan, helmet maintenance. Each player gets 4 helmets, so on a regular work week, we're probably averaging 10 to 12 hours on all of our helmets, decaling, maintenance, cleaning, touch-up paint, everything you would think about to get the helmets looking good for game day.
We'll start getting everything ready say from the game before, cleaning up, doing the laundry, getting everything set up for the next week, depending on whether we're home or away, whether we get out one color jersey, one color pant, because we have so many combinations that it changes. And we start doing that on Sunday, and then Monday we're right into work.
Once we get the dress list on Wednesday afternoon, that's to finalize the packing. Thursday the truck arrives, pack, and then we depart for Michigan.
The shorter trips, like 4 or 5 hours, it's easier for us to drive because we can leave in the morning and go and get everything set up.
We like to have as much time as possible setting up wise. The helmet can be on the left, uniform on the right, and I think selfishly a lot of us at equipment like 11 a.m. kickoffs because the cleanup time, we're already going to be there significantly after. Yeah, the earlier we can get there, set up, it takes the pressure off. We're already there 5 hours before the game anyway, and just keep it calm, control the atmosphere and the environment as much as we can before the storm hits, which is the team arriving and then kickoff. We obviously set up the headsets for our side. There's a press box unit, then downstairs.
And if somebody flips the wrong switch, you got TV stuff and everything, and it just flips on, you can hear it humming. You might get back talk, you know, the offense might be hearing the defense.
If there's an issue, someone will say something, of course, and then we'll kind of troubleshoot it and go from there. I think we do play a key role in the success of our program. Unfortunately, we lost, but I think we were batting 1,000 on our end.
I love doing this. The kids keep me young. The people that you work here with, and it's a tight-knit family throughout the whole department. And that's something you don't get a lot of places. It makes the job a whole lot easier. You gotta like the job too, because it's not 9 to 5. It's 7 to 11.
And all that work is about to start up again as the Wildcats head back on the road. We turn our attention to the Nebraska Cornhuskers in a moment.
Looking down the middle, it's intercepted. Back the other way come the Wildcats. To the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Do you believe it? The Cardiac Cats have struck again.
Welcome back to the Pat Fitzgerald Show. The Northwestern Wildcats will look to get back on track this weekend as they travel to Lincoln for a matchup with the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Under first-year head coach Mike Riley, the Huskers have gotten off to a 3-4 start, with all 4 of the losses coming by a combined 11 points. Last weekend, Nebraska beat Minnesota in Minneapolis 48-25. Led by senior quarterback Tommy Armstrong Jr., Nebraska averages over 32 points per game. Armstrong is a dual threat in the shotgun, passing for 250 yards per game, rushing for nearly 35 more. Jordan Westerkamp has 4 receiving touchdowns on the season, and he leads the Husker wideouts with 63 yards per game. The Nebraska defense has been tough against the run this season, allowing just over 90 yards per game to opponents. The Huskers have been a little vulnerable in the secondary, where teams are averaging better than 340 yards against them.
It doesn't matter anyways what people's records are. Every week is a new season, and but yeah, I mean, just gut-wrenching. It just breaks your heart for Coach Riley, his staff, and his young men to see the way that they've been just unfortunate in some games, and I know how that feels. And you just got to persevere and keep coaching, and the guys got to accept it and just keep trudging on. And if they do that, you'll get better. And that's what I've seen from Nebraska. They've just embraced that. They're working hard to get better, and like I said, it'll be a great challenge for us. Well, I'm not sure you shut them down. I think you have to contain what they do well and make them be one-dimensional. We've got to create turnovers. I mean, we had our hands on a ball in the first quarter. We caused a fumble. They fumbled a kickoff. I mean, there was an opportunity for easily 4 more turnovers that we didn't have, and that changes the Iowa game. It's the same thing with the Michigan game. We were close to 3 or 4 more, and we've just got to keep coming. We just got to keep coming at that and try to find a way to create some turnovers. So when we went out there a couple years ago and won, that was critical to our success. And then we got to take care of the ball. I mean, the number one correlation to winning football games outside of the score is the turnover ratio, and there's a direct correlation to us being negative in that area in our last 2 games. And so if we can take care of that as a team, we'll be in much better shape.
That's all the time we have for the Pat Fitzgerald Show for this week. A reminder, tickets are still available to see Chicago's Big Ten team. Call 888-GO-PURPLE or log on to nusports.com. Now for Coach Fitz, I'm Dave Ennett. We'll see you back here next time. And as always, go Cats.